Adriaan Johan Boudewijn Sirks, known as Boudewijn Sirks and as A.J.B.Sirks, is a Dutch academic lawyer and papyrologist specializing in Roman law. He was Regius Professor of Civil Law at the University of Oxford from 2006 to 2014. Early life. Sirks was educated in law at the University of Leiden, then in theology and philosophy at the University of Amsterdam, where he later graduated as a Doctor of Philosophy in Law. Career. Sirks's first academic position was as research assistant in philosophy at Amsterdam. However, in 1978 he was appointed as lecturer in legal history at the University of Utrecht, where he was later promoted senior lecturer in legal techniques. At the same time, he was writing a thesis for a doctoral degree in law at the University of Amsterdam. He returned to Amsterdam in 1989 as reader and acting professor of legal techniques. In 1997, Sirks became professor of the history of ancient law, of the history of European private law, and of German civil law at the Johann Wolfgang Goethe University of Frankfurt am Main. In 2002, Sirks became a correspondent of the Royal Netherlands Academy of Arts and Sciences. In December 2005, the Queen appointed him as a Regius Professor at Oxford, with effect from the 1st of February 2006. At the same time, he was elected a Fellow of All Souls College, Oxford. The appointment was announced from 10 Downing Street as follows. Sirks has also been a visiting scholar at Columbia University, New York, and visiting professor at the University of Kansas. Has served as a member of the editorial board of the Journal of Legal History, and has lectured for the Edinburgh Roman Law Group, which was founded by his predecessor as Regius Professor of Civil Law, Peter Burks. He is a member of the Studia Amstelloda Mensia. Published work. Professor Sirks's research interests span civil law, European private law, the ancient history of law, and papyrology. He has published work on a variety of subjects related to law, papyrology, and the ancient world, including archaic Roman law, matters of classical private law, the administrative and public law of the later Roman Empire, and the reception of Roman law in Europe and in the former Dutch East Indies. He is co-author of the standard edition of the Pommersvelden Papyri. His Food for Rome, the legal structure of the transportation and processing of supplies for the imperial distributions in Roman Constantinople, developed from the thesis for his doctoral degree at Amsterdam, completed in 1984. Following the death of the Dutch papyrologist Peter Johannes Sijpesteijn in 1996, Sirks edited with K.A. Warp a collection of previously unpublished papyri dedicated to Sijpestein's memory by his fellow papyrologists, including papyri from the Hellenistic, Roman, and Byzantine periods, to reflect Sijpestein's wide interests. Selected publications: HMA, Janssen, Johannes B. Opshaw, Adriaan Johan Boudewijn Sirks, Verkeerslaw in Nederland, ISBN 97890-6283-5041. A.J.B.Sirks, Sulpicius Severus's letter to Salvius in Bolletino dell'Istituto di Diritto Romano 85 pp. 143-170. A.J.B.Sirks, Food for Rome, the legal structure of the transportation and processing of supplies for the imperial distributions in Roman Constantinople, ISBN 97890-5063-0696. A.J.B.Sirks, Summaria Antiqua Codices Theodosiani, new edition, with the notes published in P. Kruger, Codices Theodosiani Fragmentatori Nensia. Boudewijn Sirks, the editing and compilation of the code in I. Wood, Gill Harris. The Theodosian Code, Studies in the Imperial Law of Late Antiquity. A.J. Boudewijn Sirks, Shifting Frontiers in the Law, Romans, Provincials and Barbarians, in Ralph Matheson and Hythe 7 eds. Shifting Frontiers in Late Antiquity. A.J.B.Sirks, P.J. Sijpestein, K.A. Warp ein frühbyzantinisches Szenario für die Amtswechslung in der Satoni, die griechischen Papyri aus Pommersfelden mit einem Anhang über die Pommersfeldener Digesten Fragmente und die Überlieferungsgeschichte der Digestin. Refname equals BBA and GT. A.J.B.Sirks, the Epistula ad Salvium, appended to a letter of Sulpicius Severus to Paulinus. Observations on a recent analysis by C. Lepoli, in subsequiva Groningarna volume. Vi 75. A.J.B.Sirks, Saving Souls Through Adoption, Legal Adaptation in the Dutch East Indies in John W. Cairns, O. F. Robinson, Critical Studies in Ancient Law, Comparative Law and Legal History pp 365–379, ISBN 1841131571. A.J.B.Sirks, Sailing in the Off-Season with Reduced Financial Risk and Some Reflections in J. Orbit. A.J.B.Sirks, Speculum iuris, Roman Law as a Reflection of Social and Economic Life in Antiquity. A.J.B.Sirks, Die Nomination für die statischen Ämter im Römischen Reich, in Accords, J. Ruckert, R. Schulze, Stadtgemeinde Genossenschaft, Festschrift für Gerhard Dilches 70. Geburtstag ISBN 3-503-06-163-0. K.A. Warp and A.J.B. Sirks, Papyri in Memory of P.J. Sijpestein, ISBN 0-970591108. A.J.B.Sirks, Des Werk des Senatus Consultum Claudianum von 52 nach Christus, in 122 Zeitschrift der Savigny Stiftung für Rechtsgeschichte, Romanistische Abteilung, pp. 138–149, ISSN 0323-4096. Boudewijn Sirks, The Food Distributions in Roman Constantinople, Imperial Power and Continuity in Cold Pan, Herrschaftsstrukturen und Herrschaftspraxis, Konzepte, Prinzipien und Strategien der Administration im Römischen Kaiserreich, ISBN 3-05-004-1498. A.J.